Okay. Remember AA batteries? You need them to play games on the Wii. It's actually slightly unideal. Webcam doesn't really want to be set up properly. Okay, that should be fine. Alright. So I heard a couple of you like Metroid. A little bit. Just a little bit. It's a little popular. And specifically, I've heard a couple people like Metroid Prime. Alright. So, this is... I said this on the podcast, but this should be the original save file I had back in the day when friend vouchers actually worked. So I've got all this like stuff in here. I forget. I don't know if I don't know if I got everything that needed friend vouchers though. So some of that might just be lost to time. So do we play with or without the fusion suit? That's the question, because Joe won't. So I feel like maybe I should play with it, just so we can get, you know, something a little different. We're not going to see it on his screen, on his stream, so... Here's the classic Metroid Prime theme for those worried we wouldn't hear it. Play with the fusion suit? Alright. And so that is on, right? Yes, that is on. Alright. Can we configure Wii Connect 24? Of course we can. Because that's dead forever. What was in options? Controls. I should actually double check the... Lock on free aim. Free aim feature allows you to freely move your gun while you're locked onto an enemy. Yeah, I want that on. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on. What's the difference between standard and advanced? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with whatever it was already set to. I assume it's what I'm used to. I'm just gonna assume all of this is what I'm used to. Display. No, like, screen size stuff, okay. Sound, that's just levels, okay. No, Wii Connect 24 is a different thing. That is the brand for their service where your games would be connected online 24/7 to receive notifications. Not content, just notifications. Alright. So, no, we want to start a new file. This is not what we want. We want to start from the beginning. I assumed it would, like, give me an option. But it did not. So we gotta go back. No, this is spoilers. Guys, don't look. You're not supposed to see this. Just pretend that you're not seeing this. There are like some fan-made servers to bring back Wii Connect 24. And like if you hack your Wii, you can set it up so that it connects to Wii Connect 24 and it gets all the stuff like the weather channel and the news channel and stuff. I've thought about setting it up, but it's effort and I just feel lazy. Okay, if I go over to slot 2, we'll be Iron Man, I guess. So, can Iron Man choose difficulties? So he can't choose hyper mode. I want to play on hyper mode. I guess we'll erase our current progress. Wait, are you fucking serious? Now I can't choose hyper mode? That's some bullshit. What was I supposed to do? Like, what actually was I supposed to do? Wow. Okay, I guess we're playing on veteran. That sucks. Unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel in orbit above Tallon 4. Yeah, the Metroid Prime Trilogy collection is bad, actually. That's what I have now decided. It's really the only conclusion we can come to after that. I mean, I guess this could be what some people call committing to your decisions. Just as a piece of trivia, there was once upon a time a voiceover narration over this cutscene, which people claim was done by Jennifer Hale. But I'm gonna be real. Oh, I guess I was able to skip that the whole time. Didn't do that on purpose. Didn't realize that. People claim it was done by Jennifer Hale. I kind of don't agree that it was. I don't really think it sounds like her. And there's absolutely no source saying that Jennifer Hale did the narration. All right, force field activation switch is now online. Okay, so I'm not certain how much I'm going to be reading scan logs, because I've played this game before, obviously, so I know a lot of it, and to some extent I do need to, like, I do want to keep the pace going, so I don't know. But we're heading to Deck Alpha. Emergency evacuation area. Current status. Environment unstable. I probably won't read a lot of the incidental little ones like that, but I will do, like, the important ones. Because the incidental ones are stuff that, like... I think that's more for, like, first-time play. Okay. Sensor bars are hard to, like, set up around modern TVs, by the way. Alright, we got parasites. Interstellar vermin. Travel in swarms. Indigenous to Tallon 4, a single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Because the way that the sensor bar tends to work in Wii games is that it tends to believe that your TV is a lot smaller than it actually is. And this is a dead space pirate. Death caused by severing of the spinal cord. Yeah, that does appear to be what happened. This was a difficult one to figure out. Over here, hazardous materials Phazon. Destination Deck Beta. So that is the earliest mention of Phazon. I think those are escape pods. Vessel has already been jettisoned. Just plenty of environmental detail here. I may not prefer Prime as a video game as much, but the environmental storytelling is just all really top-notch. There's a lot of thought put into all the environments, and obviously a lot of details. Let's just not worry about that guy. Large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton. So, escape pods heading to Tallon 4. So we're gonna see the Parasite Queen real soon, but this is a Parasite Queen. I wonder if that's, like, gonna register with Joe. What's up with you? Death caused by severe flame damage to exoskeleton. The platform does not look like it can be activated from this room. Okay. So it's just kind of funny that, like, you show up and there's just this huge mess. Because you followed a distress signal and it's oops, all pirates. Blunt trauma to cranium. Can't imagine how that happened. Alright, that's gonna go into the map station. And gift the guy bringing a pizza to a fire. Yeah. New research entry. Map station. Walk into map station. Holograms to download a map of the area you are in. Oh my god, come on. Oh, I'm worried that, like, the sensor bar is gonna be lost constantly in this. Alright, so Metroid Prime's map. So, this is the first area. 2 Parasite Queen specimens have become volatile on deck beta. All security personnel should report to the biotech research area. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of decks Gamma and Beta. Unfortunate. Sounds like you guys didn't have good containment protocols. Tallon 4, ground 0, area secure, crater radiation readings normal. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. What can we see out here? So there's Tallon 4. That's where we're gonna be going. Alright. So, we're gonna activate this bit here. And now we have a working elevator. Neat. Down to deck beta, I think. I didn't read it. I assume this is going to be deck beta, though. So one thing that is lost in the trilogy version of the game is that there were particle effects visible around the arm cannon for your charge beams that are no longer there. And the reason for this is that they were just flat textures in the GameCube version, which it worked fine because when, like, your gun would always be staring straight ahead. But in the trilogy version, obviously, you can move it around. So those flat textures no longer work. So that is actually one specific way that the trilogy version is missing content from the original. Specimen containment breach on deck beta. Yep. I imagine figuring out the transition into Morph Ball must have not been easy during development. Morphology unknown, low life signs detected. This creature appears to be in a state of stasis hibernation. Well, it looks like a Parasite Queen. So I feel like you guys kind of hacked this one up. You brought it on yourself. So, good job on that one. Both legs are broken. Sucks. After mutation, the carapace of the larva becomes rigid. The carapace is quite resilient, able to resist the attacks of many predators. Coils in this ventilation's cap look unstable. That's a surprise tool that will help us later. This door has been sealed to prevent radiation leaks. Neat. It's always a good thing to prevent on spaceships. Alright, Specimen Cell A, status hibernation, transference of Phazon batch complete. Oh yeah, they were putting Phazon into this stuff. That's a bad idea. Specimen Cell C, status unknown, rejection of Phazon compound detected. Yeah, well, I have a feeling that we're going to see it real soon. Cell B, unknown, rejection of Phazon compound detected. Okay, so Cell B and Cell C, one of them was probably in that other room that we were in. And the other one will show up soon. Ballistic support needed in specimen block F. Alright, we gotta scan this. Scan. There we go. Alright. Auto defense turret. Use missiles to break outer casing. Sick. Alright. Phazon infusion stage 1 parasitic larva diagnostic, mass 1.2, length 0.5, cell structure stable.
I won't let you down, sir.
Oh, EQP, thank you for resubbing. Here, the guess you've got for this game is pretty good. I don't know. They're kind of a lame-o. That's what I've heard. New pirate data. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09.992.3. Zebes has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Seratius, and Volparagam were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. Well, you guys hecked that one up. You kind of called me here. Alright, phase on fusion stage 3. The larva status is stable. I keep losing the sensor bar. Alright, disabled the perimeter defense turret. Trilogy changes. I mean, I don't think there are that many changes, are there? So this is a giant parasite. Parasite larva, harmless unless encountered in large numbers. I feel like the scan should have mentioned that one's big. A plasmite, native of Tallon 4. Alright, that is not, So that's a, I forgot the name of them, but that's an enemy from the Side Hopper. That's the one from Super Metroid. Specimen solitary, holding 1, phase on level unknown, status xenotropic lifeform unstable. Use caution. Plasmite. Infusion analysis 12.5. Phase on batch 003.h increases the acid production in the saliva ducts of parasite larva. 10.2. Specimens exhibit incredible strength and body mass increase when exposed to phase on batch 0732.c. Yeah, this didn't go too well for them, did it? Little suit voiceover that plays when you scan a log entry that's not there in the GameCube version. Experiment 435.8. Bioform pain tolerance levels at 13% and holding. It's good to know. Biohazard waste removal may begin in 3 hours. Phase on radiation readings must be reported to deck commander before batch disposal. What are we gonna find upstairs? This guy. Severe internal damage detected. How about some external damage? Zoomer, native of Tallon 4. Plated parasite. Specimen solitary level holding 2. Phase on level toxic status. Paramedic seal holding. War wasp. How dead are you? Not very, it seems. Brain hemorrhage detected. Creature's aim will be hindered. Avoid damage by using quick movements. Oh, that's the one that's barely injured. Minimal injuries assessed. Oops, I missed. Okay. Maximum injuries assessed. Okay. Mostly the same stuff here. This one's a Shriek Bat. Look at how mindless these space pirates are without Mother Brain. Well, Science Team does have Vapor for brains. We do know that. Ice Shriek Bat. Okay. Holding 5. Hey. Acid burns have welded the joints of the exoskeleton. That's unfortunate. That's foreshadowing for later. Oops. Ventilation covers may become superheated if airflow is restricted. Unusual thermal readings should be reported to the deck engineer on duty. Obstructed detected in reactor ventilation system. Engineering crew reports a freight lift corridor immediately. Okay. That's not what you want to have happen after that previous one. Security codes on auto defense turrets are changed every other lunar cycle. Using improper codes may result in turret activation. Oh, hey, how's it going? Goodbye. Alright, let's use this cool elevator here and go down to platform active. I wonder if they designed this section first or the revisit to it later. Door lock enabled. Please insert metallic sphere to open door. That's strangely specific. Space pirate death caused by removal of internal organs. Hey, how you doing? Minimal injuries. Okay, there we go. Death caused by severe lacerations to the abdomen.
Recorded to logbook.
Alright, this is small energy. Replenishes 10 units of energy. Okay, well, it's a good thing we have a sphere. Develop a later version first, because that's the part that's built into the main map? Probably. Okay, don't want to deal with you that much. Gonna just take care of this real quick. Alright. So, death caused by acid burns to the face. That'll do it. Severe... Oh, there's more. Severe lacerations. Subject looks like it has been partially eaten. Death caused by cranial trauma. This creature looks like it struggled to get through the door. Okay. And we'll have our first save station. Step into these stations to save your game and fully restore your energy. Okay. What the hell was going on with those physics? I think the morph ball doesn't usually move that quick. Let's learn about these guys. Detects large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. These bodies may have been used for nourishment, pattern consistent with predator behavior. Okay. Whoops. Oh, well, we'll never know. Can't believe you mockballed in Prime. How do you feel about the Fusion Varia suit? Varia suit, sorry, because barrier. I think the Fusion Varia suit just kind of always sucks. Unfortunately, I just don't like the color scheme. Alright, let's get a scan going real quick. Alright. Parasite Queen. Parasitic female genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected on this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen. Origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability... Oops. It appear... We can just... Here, we can just do it again. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasite genome. It appears these pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. Well, it's too bad I can still shoot it. And statistically, probably kill it. Does that sort of like little pseudo charge? I didn't delete my collectibles too, did I? Is that little pseudo charge? Well, no, I can't end because I have the fusion suit on. Does that pseudo charge do full charge damage?
Evacuate immediately.
Before you scan it, you target the queen's torso, but after you scan, you target your head. I did not actually know that. What? There's nothing for me to sit and casually, slowly read during this tense, time-limited escape sequence? Alright. Alright, this creature is deceased. Creature's incubation period was prematurely terminated. Its shell is not fully hardened. Containment seal breached. Larva vital signs critical. Secure area and terminate specimen. Alright. They did do that, I guess. That did technically work. Wasn't one of these... Yeah, that door was sealed to prevent radiation leaks. Isn't that where we just came from? Oh, that sucks. That's not good news for us. Hey, guy. Oh, right, I'm out of missiles. Severe internal damage detected. Yep, I did help that happen. Oh, hey. Combat mutation applications are complete. The primary legs of this creature possess galvanized tips, allowing it to penetrate any known alloy. Alright. Well, not anymore, it's not. It's not... I wouldn't call that hibernation. Oh, hey. Look at that. Convenient, isn't it? Oh, that's a lot of parasites. There's a lot of goop. If you scan the parasites, I'm pretty sure I did. But just to be safe. Yep. Should probably use the morph ball while I can. Not gonna have it for long. Anything I can scan here for fun? I wonder what would happen if, like, you managed to get past this invisible barrier and, like, scanned that door again. Still out of missiles. It's a little weird having the only escape sequence in the game be right at the start. I would have liked there to be one at the end too. Excuse me, sir. Let's just, I won't bother you. I'm just gonna go right over here this way. Is that an obstruction in the, ventilation shaft they were talking about earlier? These are the ventilation shafts, right? Yes. And every room has names, which is pretty neat, isn't it? Biohazard Containment, Bio-Research Area 1, Emergency Evacuation Area. We should probably get there, shouldn't we? But, exterior docking hangar. Let's head there. That's probably a smart and safe place to be. And in fact, when you get out of this, if you look straight down, the door behind you doesn't close. Alright. So I'm sure that'll, you know, be a problem later. But that's a future problem, not a right now problem. Subject Meta Ridley, weapon update complete. Stinger ballistics online. Plasma fuel cell online. Cerebral casing stable. Exoskeleton seal holding. Begin umbilical retraction. Yeah, we're not gonna see the grapple beam for a while. Okay. What if I stand way over here? Nope, Samus will just go back there, huh? Oh well. Oh no, her suit looks good now. Room is depressurizing. Yeah, can we speed it up? We've got a little bit of schedule to keep here. Yeah, the room is loading. Okay. We can just enjoy the atmosphere a little bit, you know? Oh, shit. God damn it. I pressed the B button by accident. God damn it. I gotta be, like, extra careful not to do that. Ship exploded. Ridley went to the planet. We followed Ridley. Really easy to hit the B button by accident. So it lets me skip the cutscenes because it remembers that I've played the game before, but it won't let me choose hard mode. Like, that's an intentional choice. Look at the textures on that leaf. There's some pixels there. Ah, the GameCube. It's also a lot harder to hit the B button on purpose on a GameCube controller. All right. Scan Samus' ship. Hunter-class gunship registered to Samus Aran. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Red Starburst. Edible flowers bloom seasonally. Considered a delicacy in many territories. That's nice. What's in here? Small tunnel burrowed into this wall. I had not noticed. Talon Fern, non-toxic variety of Silotalonesis. Commonly found near water sources. I think some of these, like, tiny incidental scans I've, like, never really read before. This lichen seems to be giving off low levels of radiation. No match is found in flora or fauna database. Okay. So I'm kind of hoping that the first thing Joe does is find the artifact temple so that he, like, knows that that's gonna be a thing. I feel like this is kind of the natural way to go. Seedling, plant-based ground feeder. Dorsal spines can be ejected in self-defense. Tangleweed, plant life with basic sentience. Retracts into ground if threatened. I don't think that's what I would call sentience, but, you know. Yeah, I've never really noticed, but it's kind of set up to lead you into the impact crater right away. Which, I've always known that the correct way is to go into the Chozo Ruins first. New pirate data entry has been downloaded. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 10.308.0. Field team reports are in on an aged structure of alien design built on the surface of Tallon 4. Studies show this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy. Prime, get it? You get it? Within a deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production operations on Tallon 4, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifact, it will be done. Alright, somewhere down there is the Phazon Mines. We'll be going there later. Oh, no, you need missiles. Shit. I do think that we should try to tunnel Joe into there early so that he kind of knows about the artifacts. Because if he just like... If he doesn't learn about those early-ish, then that'll be unfortunate. The correct order by what you mean the game giving you hints. They tell you to go here after you get space jump. Oh, I did not know that. Alright. Beetle. Burrowing insect with a resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. Knowing Joe, he probably will leave hints on. I think it's the default. Like, I might have hints on just because, like, they are on by default. Saturnine, small iridescent mushroom, typically grows in dank, dark regions. Guide stem, pervasive indigenous species of bioluminescent weed. Oh, this is a dank environment, I guess. Sap sac, a chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or ingenious creatures dare to devour it. That is a weird evolutionary trait, but alright. Yeah, I don't like that they removed some sequence breaks. It feels very against the spirit of Metroid. A Geemer, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The Geemer is an evolutionary offshoot of the Zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. The Zoomer anchors itself to walls and other surfaces. Avoid contact with spikes. Even unintentional sequence breaks, I don't think that they should have gotten rid of. Like, Mercury Steam has been really careful about that with Dread, where they have largely ignored bugs that allow for speedruns and for sequence breaks, and the one and only time they fixed one, they actually included the reasoning for why they patched the bug in the patch notes, which is really unusual. But it's like, I think they get it more than Retro. Bloodflower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the bloodflower itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. Well, I do like making things explode. I don't think I have the firepower to do that yet, though. Nope. We'll come back later. Don't worry. Tree appears to be healthy. Ring dating approximates age at over 200 years. Was that a typo? Ring dating. Oh, ring dating was a noun. Approximates was the verb. Okay. All right. Off we go to Chozo Ruins. I'm at low health. Also, we're probably gonna have the green suit back, like, before the end of this stream. Yeah, let's turn that off. I'm sure that'll be nice for Joe. These pillars have collapsed from erosion. Carbon dating cannot determine the age of the structures. Anything else? No, just the Chozo log. Alright. Chozo script translated. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Tallon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. So that feels like a concession for Retro to be able to do stuff with the Chozo that Nintendo largely would have not allowed. See, these large branches have been forcibly intertwined, forming what looks to be a bridge structure. Okay, let's just mow these down. I want my charge beam back. The ledge this object rests on cannot be reached from this room, says you. These leaves appear to be unnaturally dried and withered. I mean, the whole area is just, like, you know, kind of dead. Full half-pipe. I wonder if we'll get a skateboard later in the game. These stones appear to have fallen from the walkway above. I forget the exact path, so we're gonna discover it together. This looks like a cool, neat way to go. Ah, these little guys here. The scarabs, exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm. When a hostile lifeform is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedding scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. No more fall. These branches block most of the tunnel, but there is a small opening near the floor. Interesting. Now off we go to that door. The eyeball thing. Ion. Immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue, capable of launching sustained energy beams when active. The ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. But, like, only if direct contact, I guess. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. We're gonna just beat the shit out of the nature around us now. Elevated toxicity levels found in tree bark. Scans indicate a poisoned water source within 4 meters of tree base. This is a game about destroying the local wildlife. Usually high concentrations of poison identified in tree leaves. An ornate wall hanging with a highly reflective surface. It does not appear important. But it does have an incredibly rudimentary mirror effect. Warwasp.
Recording to logbook.
Warwasp, airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The Warwasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive-bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. Also, everything on this planet is horrifically dangerous. Warwasp build their homes over existing crevices. Okay. Warwasp hive, primary warwasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. Warwasps build their hive over existing crevices using whatever materials are close at hand. They carry building fragments back to the construction site with their forelegs and glue them in place with adhesives secreted from their abdomens. We'll be right back. Kind of pause. Like 1 or 2 Metroid games which Samus does not destroy a planet, cut her a break. Chozo sculpture crafted in honor of Tallon's star. The only translatable symbol detected on this sculpture is the word Chozo. That's kind of a weird thing to just write. Like, we don't just write human on a lot of things around. I mean, we do put the American flag everywhere. That's similar enough. Blast cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. The poisonous flesh of the blast cap helps keep it from being eaten. It also detonates its fungal cap when it senses even slight contact. That doesn't sound like the evolutionary benefit that, like, it was probably intended to be. Alright. Plasmite, small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. I wasn't sure if I'd read that yet. I had to, like, look at it a couple times. Ice Scanning Sun? Yeah, I guess a lot. Alright. This elevated bridge looks worn but functional. drainage possesses traces of high-level toxins. That's good. That's what you want. Appears this item can only be reached by using the elevated bridge. Yeah. A mechanical device appears to be inactive. Life forms detected within hollows of the machine. I'm sure that won't change. Alright. Hive Mecha. Security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. Oh, so this is like working as intended. A design flaw makes the shielding on Hive Mecha weak around their access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones, able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle any threats. That's an interesting way to design a security system. I'm trying to scan the War Wasp. Jesus. Ram War Wasp. Airborne predator. Circles its prey and then strikes. The War Wasps are the only species on Tallon 4 to evolve a true hive mind. Nesting in damp, dark places, Ram War Wasps emerge in small groups when threatened and circle their enemy at high speeds, disorienting it. God damn it. Striking from all sides at a single intelligence. They can fell huge organisms. Got to scan the save station. At least that's not that. At least that's one you can go back and do. In Metroid Prime 2, I missed 100% because I didn't scan Sheikah Phase 3. I don't actually like this fight. Yeah, there's not a lot of, like, engaging combat in this fight. You have to, like, be constantly spinning around if you want to, like, actually have a chance at hitting things in a timely manner. There we go. Thankfully, it's over. Missile launcher. Alright, let's scan the missile door now.
According to logbook.
There's a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. Right. Energy tank. Forgot to scan the energy tank. Don't know if you need to. We'll get more chances. Oh, I forgot that the problem with playing Metroid Prime Trilogy with the Wii Remote is that there's no comfortable place to like rest your arm. Like, my playtime is probably going to end up limited just by like the sheer factor of carpal tunnel. Like, I might be forced to do shorter streams of this. Goodbye. Alright, what do we got down here? Brimstone. A concussive blast may shatter it. Toxicity levels of this level are very high. Contact with contaminated liquid extremely hazardous. Missile expansion increases the number of missiles you can carry by 5. Cool, we're almost at the missile count we had on the frigate. We got the map station already. Okay. Through Trilogy on Wii U using the game pad as a sensor bar. It's a good idea to have like a custom sensor bar. Like, depending on how this entire stream experience goes, I might do Prime 2 on GameCube. Just trying to find a comfortable way to place everything. This might be worse. Hi, how you doing? Are you playing at a desk? No, I am on the couch. The missile pickup still there? No. Missile pickup.
Recorded to logbook.
Missile ammunition. Resupplies missile launcher with 3 rounds of ammo. Plays video games at desks. Sounds like a PC gamer to me. Only losers are PC gamers. On the TV with the gamepad on my couch arm, and the wrist movements were much smaller and more sensitive. The problem then is managing gamepad battery. Gamepad did come with a stand. Yeah, that little plastic bit from 10 years ago. Actually, 10 years ago now. Using a couch arm helps. Well, the bad news there is that there is no, like, there's a couch arm for my left arm, but not for my right. So, unfortunately, that one's not going to work. these guys. I don't give a shit. They can't do anything to me. Okay, they can do a little bit to me, actually. Sooner we get to finish this in M Prime 2, the sooner we're gonna get our Switch port of the trilogy. Well, the rumors now are saying that it's just gonna be Prime 1. So really, we're gonna get that any day now. You go back to balancing your shit on suitcases. Look, this room was harder to set up than ever, frankly. Because of, my computer's all the way over there. That became an issue. Well, no, because since we've already started, it means that we cannot use it for the Prime episode because our save files are on the Wii. Which means that the curse is active any day now. Switch version's not in VR. Alright. Plated beetle. Well-armored, burrowing insect. Vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks. Only surfacing when it detects vibrations above. It then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. They can implement a labo mode? Sure. Sure they will. Yeah, come on. What are you gonna do? Yeah, come on. The missiles aren't fast enough. Yeah, the missiles aren't fast enough. I can't use them. Just couldn't shoot sooner? Wow. There. Are you satisfied? Are you proud of me now, Dad? These blue orbs seem to be simple light sources. Okay. Morph ball. Crazy how that morph ball just changed color. Literally between shots. Can we not read this Chozo writing? Nope. Stonework in sample region has been refined to atypical smoothness. I know you need the boost ball. When do we translate this Chozo language? Oh, I'm certain it's been done. I am certain that someone beat us to it decades ago. Okay, so if I recall correctly, there was something back at where we fought the gun thing. Yeah, that'll bring us here. And that'll loop back around to that energy tank. So let's go visit that. See, now I'm faster than you. Now you can't get me. Fun fact, the Chozo loved skateboarding, as they should. Well, as we know, this was a branch of the Chozo that decided to leave technology behind to become one with nature. Tony Hawk could be a Chozo name. That's true. Hey, how's it going? Not scared of you guys. Reject modernity, embrace skateboarding. Oh my god. That's good. What happens if I go through there? I can't. Don't have the bomb. I'm sure there must be something meaningful there, though. I'm gonna be so upset if we go all this way and we need the bomb. And then we'll have to turn around and come back later. Oh, didn't expect my, my momentum to vanish. Just stopped existing there. Doors might be your favorite disguised loading screens in any game. They're clever, but they're also really annoying how long they take to open. Access to Magmoor Caverns North. Magnetic rail system track detected. It appears to be active. Fireball technology required to access track. Oh, it's you guys. No, I'm not interested in purchasing your war honey. Anything over this way? No. Anything to scan? No. God damn it. For that to any load screen, though, I would still count the elevator as a noticeable load screen, if I'm being honest. These metal gates block entry to the center of the room. Shit, I am gonna have to come back here. God damn it. I'm gonna forget, too, because there's, like, nothing on the map that marks it. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. Yeah, and nothing marks items on the map, by the way. So there's just absolutely nothing to remind us that we need to come back here later. I consider that kind of a flaw. Like, even if Super Metroid didn't, like, update the marker to say, yes, you picked this thing up, it still had a marker. So, like, if you had to, you could just remember, like, did I hit that? Magmoor Cavern music, just Super Metroid lower, no fair. No, that music was not from Metroid 2. It was made for Super Metroid first, and then remixed in this game. And then the remix in this game was basically just copy pasted for Samus Returns. That's why I joke about Lower Norfair's theme being theme of hot place, which sucks because it actually is like it's really good at conveying the tone of the area, where it's constantly ramping up in tension as you're moving on to the fight with Ridley. But Samus Returns is interesting in that Metroid 2 doesn't really have music. Like, if you go look up that game's soundtrack, you're gonna get some weird results. And it's interesting that Samus Returns did kind of incorporate the old soundtrack into its music, but it ended up basically making a whole new soundtrack with Magmoor Caverns, Lower Norfair. Super Metroid is super good and super worth it. Whoops, toxicity levels critical, contact with contaminated water. Hazardous. Whoa. Yeah, I agree. Very hazardous indeed. Gotten choked by overgrowth. Toxin levels are high.
Recorded to logbook.
Chozo script translated. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it is already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. So that is about Phazon, right? Yeah, watching people play Super Metroid for the first time is like one of my favorite things. Because, like, you learn a lot about how someone handles problem solving by watching them play Super Metroid, and like how they react to environmental clues. Intense heat readings detected beyond this door. Well, that's never stopped me before. Gotta scan these guys quick. Shriekbat, territorial ceiling dweller. Body temperature peaks at 121 centigrade. Shriekbats have high internal temperature, making them easy to spot with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive bomb anything that wanders near. Analysis suggests the presence of a runic symbol here. Well, I gotta scan that, like, evil wings. Gotta scan this thing, too.
Recorded to logbook.
Reaper Vine. Powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. It's a single eye upon the Reaper Vine, keeps a constant vigil, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is honed to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing this blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. The Wiimote, the better control scheme, or the original GameCube controller? I would overall say the Wii Remote, with the caveat of, man, I have carpal tunnel. Realize the Metroid Discovery jingle and the Zelda new item jingle are four ascending notes. Trying to think which one in Metroid you're referring to. Not sure. Well, shit. Real talk, the best way to play it is on Dolphin with a ROM hack for mouse and keyboard. that's the best way to play it. But Wii Remote is a good second place with big caveat of God fucking carpal tunnel. This runic symbol has been activated. 4 runic symbols in this room must be activated. Well, it wouldn't let me do the one down there. What was I missing? Okay, well now let me do it. Alright, open the door. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one, because I don't remember that one. I'm not supposed to be getting these yet? I think I am.
Recording to logbook.
Oh, no, I'm supposed to go in there. Oh, that one. That's only in Metroid Prime. That's why I don't recognize it that much. Okay. I understand now. This should be a save station, I think. Okay. So, I believe the bombs were over here. So we need to go that way. So that's up to the top of the room. And that's an elevator. So we probably don't need to worry about that very much right now. Yeah, this is a really good solution for shooters. I guess we'll go through here, just see where it blocks us off. No, is this... This is where Charge Beam is. Right. Toxicity level's critical. The truth awaits you in a sacred hall. Cool. That's neat. Oops, this guy is looking at me. Right. There's a puzzle to solve in this room. You will find that despite the fact that Metroid Prime is a very different game from 2D Metroid, I still play it just as recklessly. Trace sediments indicate water once flowing here. Yeah, the interesting thing is that nowadays that, like, every controller has motion built into it, Nintendo's the only one that's really consistently doing gyro controls for aiming. Like, we can say that it caught on with Splatoon, but it didn't. Oh, pretty much only Nintendo and is doing it. So it hasn't really caught on to the extent that it really should have. One more. Where is it? Roots originate over walls. No decomposition detected. Most plant appears to thrive on toxic water. Caught on with Switch games because a lot of shooters on Switch do use gyro, but not on other consoles. It caught on in Steam input. And really nowhere else besides Nintendo. Where is this last one? Oh, well, fuck me, I guess. It's like honestly stupid how few non-Nintendo games have gyro support like that. Like, it's just a better way to handle this stuff. Identifiable obstruction approximately 1 meter wide blocks the hole. That's gonna need the bombs.
Recording to logbook.
Chozo script translated. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land. A strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Tallon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. Yeah, Phazon is rough. It's not very nice. But yeah, when it comes to gyro aiming, Splatoon isn't really an example of gyro aiming catching on, as it is just another game happened to do it. Like, you look at the biggest shooters of the year in, like, Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, not a single one has gyro aiming. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh. It wants me to take this safe and simple path. What if I just want to run right through a poison cloud? Your remote made good for bridging the gap between consoles with mouse, keyboard, aiming for shooters, and gyros are good continuations of it. Yeah. Joe's gonna love this game. It feels like the kind of design that he jibes with. I feel like I've, in a lot of ways, lost my idea of what kind of games Joe will like. Because I really thought he would hate Pikmin. And he loved Pikmin. So, I don't know what to do with that one. I also hope that he actually, like, really takes the time to scan everything. Because I do think that, like, all the talk, the stuff with the poison in the water has been foreshadowing Flaagrah pretty well. And I feel like you lose a lot if you're not noticing all that. Inactive platform lift detected. Its functions should return once power has been restored. Water has shorted out the slot mechanism. It is inoperable. Machine is inactive. Okay. Don't want to do that. I've always just loved watching the beam bounce off those doors. It's neat. You'd think any of those would have reacted to that. Whoops. Forgot that thing's here.
Recording to logbook.
Weirded out by the track for the boss fight that doesn't bug out and loop early. Yeah, yeah. Stone Toad preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. This little room with nothing to scan was a slight against me specifically. This is a weird fight. You just murdered this entire hive. Alright, Mechanoid Incinerator Drone, programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess. We're going to use it to destroy the ecosystem. I go under it. You know, these war wasps weren't doing anything until we set them on fire. Barbed war wasp, airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey. A highly aggressive member of the war wasp family, this insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. The stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. And I lock onto them. What a coincidence that it just happens to expose its vulnerable core periodically. Access to jump ball by flicking the weird mode. So they do disable that until you have the bombs. Like, it's not just that they hide it, like, they turn it off. So, like, if I do it right now, when I don't have the bombs, nothing. But now, never expose your inner self or he'll get targeted for it. That is a lesson. Their experience with the Wii version, just know that's a thing. Yeah, it's, I like it. Honestly, I wish that the spring ball was, like, more standard. I feel like Metroid should just give you the spring ball as soon as you get the bombs. Like, all the time. I think Samus's face and morph balls like Goron like when he rolls. Samus doesn't look like she has much of a face right now. It realizes the puzzles involving double bomb jump. That is true. but I'll take the convenience of it any day, to be honest. That's way more important to me. Basic systems appear to be operational. Device should operate once power has been restored. Well, then let's do that. Oh shit, it's timed. This is such a weird procedure when you think about it, like, diegetically. All right. So now we want to get up here. Where are we going with this? Trying to hit 1, not 2, thank you. But I thought I got the map. I didn't know that Prime left rooms unmarked after you get the map room. I'd forgotten. Keep forgetting to scan these energy tanks. Well, what is this room called? Furnace? Wait a minute. This is like a very tiny sectioned off part of the furnace. That's rad. I love that. I forgot about that. We're gonna be in the outer room of this, the furnace, later. That is super cool. Fun fact, there's a website called noclip.website where you can just load up video game maps and take a look at them. Metroid Prime is on there, and the neat thing about it is that the way that it works is that you can load the entire map at once and see the parts where in some points they rooms overlap in ways they're not supposed to, but sometimes it's cool to see that, like, there is consistent design detail put into, like, locations and such. I forget where that elevator goes. If we kissed in the Chozo Ruins furnace energy tank room. What am I doing? What am I doing? Sometimes I do have a lot of trouble navigating in this game. Oh, this isn't an elevator. Is it? No, this is a surprise tool that will help us later. Moderate mechanical activity indicates this machine is still active. Floor ventilation fan still functional despite multiple failed electrical connections. Metal structure heavily weakened. Sufficient blast trauma will likely result in complete destruction. Alright, well, we're going to need to come back here later, but we still got a reward for coming back. Which I think is pretty neat. Mill detail, stuff like missiles and energy tanks let off a hum. That is pretty nice. The only hit point that matters is your last one. Also, morph ball movement's just really fun in this game. Like, oops, Retro accidentally made moving around in morph ball more fun than regular moving. Okay, now, I'm gonna go back and grab that missile tank from way earlier. The way that the morph ball works in this game is fantastic. Someone made a Marvel Madness game with these morph ball physics or Super Monkey Ball. I mean, the Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, the new one, does have an unlockable jump button. Chozo had arm cannons, but did they all have morph balls as well? Well, these Chozo specifically left technology behind to become more in tune with nature. But also, these are ruins. A lot of it is the result of decay. Like, at that one point, we had to go under some roots that had formed. But additionally, some of these places we aren't even supposed to go. Like, in the furnace. I have a feeling that there's a reason that it's not easy to get into the furnace. Here. Around this way. Alright, let's see what's in here. Missile! You know what? Maybe it turns out that this game does have an emphasis on speed in the way that I love. I just wasn't looking for it in the right places. God damn it. Are you risked doing so many spring jumps in? I try not to think about it. Is that just a shortcut for later? Am I supposed to be able to get up there? Oh. Well, that's a shortcut for coming back down, I guess. I'm an idiot. Yeah, this jank way that I'm playing that, like, is clearly not what you're supposed to do kind of does have, like, that 2D Metroid feeling for me. Not gonna lie. The universe, low frequency energy field. Yeah, I think the thing that Prime does the best is give the world a sense of, like, it's grounded and feels real. It's really neat. In the fusion suit, yes. Because I knew Joe wouldn't, so might as well get in a little variety. Alright. I don't think there was anything in here for me to do. Now, the Prime series has the high advantage of the scan visor, helping out a lot. But just generally, yes, Retro Studios does a really good job of building these believable worlds and making them interesting to look at. All right. There's everything in here for now. We'll be back later, though. Now it's time to go back to Tallon Overworld and get stuff there, right? Think about how long it's been since we left the Morph Ball form. I would have left a lot sooner if you were playing on GameCube. Sure would have. Shit. Thought I could make that. I mean, we can only really be in Morph Ball right now because we're, like, going through old areas and don't have to be... don't have to have the scan visor open. Once we get back to scanning things, then we won't be in Morph Ball quite as constantly. That looks like I need Spider Ball. What can I do in here? Oh, intense heat rings. Okay. All right. In here, we'll need to scan stuff. Okay. And we'll just destroy that ecosystem. At least for now. Alright. Uh-oh. I was in midair. Okay. Yeah, let me be here. Sandstone. That is bombs. Anything around here? Walls appear to have been constructed with extreme delicacy around tree limbs. It's pretty neat. What if the Switch version of Prime doesn't have Spring Ball? What will you even do in that case?
Recorded to logbook.
Alright, Venom Weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venom weeds evolved to thrive in the habitats of larger organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venom weeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. One fear. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played Metroid Prime. Oh, Flaagrah already. So, I've never really played it with the speedrun mindset. Because remember, I played Super Metroid for the first time for Smashterpieces. Alright, time to hear this song correctly. Alright, one of Flaagrah's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flaagrah's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. Alright, Flaagrah. This mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. Flaagrah's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flaagrah's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. Like this, you mean? Oh, right, I need to... sunlight. Recording the logbook, I think is supposed to be an AI. We do know that she does have, like, an onboard AI. It is not a very sophisticated one. Flaagrah is a really cool monster design. Oh, damn. Sick. That was cool. Kinda didn't expect that to work. That makes this super easy. God damn. Anyway, Scyther and Venusaur were left in the Pokemon daycare with a face on hit and had popped out of the egg. Man, I really don't recognize this music. That's how much I am more familiar with the GameCube version. Like, my reaction to the, like, I've only played the trilogy version once, so my reaction to this is kind of, I've never heard this song before. All right. So in the original version, the music was bugged, so that it looped. It like had an inverse loop, where it's like, you know how the song has like the first 10 seconds or so, and then there's the loop point where it loops back to. Instead, they accidentally made that point the end of the loop, so it endlessly looped the first 10 seconds of the song. Can indicates this network of vines is invulnerable to weapons fire. You probably didn't notice that because they fixed it in the PAL version. In addition to patching a plot hole in the PAL version, all of the PAL version changes were carried forward to the Wii version. But the game also originally had a plot hole in the Space Pirate logs, where the Space Pirates said that they actually captured and contained Metroid Prime. But that doesn't make any sense, because Metroid Prime is in the Impact Crater, which is sealed by the Chozo. All right. Toxic scans negative. Water is free of poison. Sick. Oh, those were yellow energies. I could have scanned them. Oh well. I'm sure there will be yellow energies in the future. Oh. These guys made it. These guys are from Super Metroid. Pulse Bombu, life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments from its body. Pulse Bombus are energy beings, invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them. However, they lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse Bombus produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. Part of me wants to be disappointed that there are not many enemies from Super Metroid in this game, but also, why would there be? It's a different planet. Chozo script translated. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure, flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Alright. So. Sorry, I got a bit of a sneeze coming on. So we could trek over to that superheated area now. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Yeah, this is gonna be the fastest way to it. Oh, you missed me do some pro gamer strats. Actually, once we get to Magmoor Caverns, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. So that would be a prime opportunity to. I didn't want to make the pun, but I had already started saying the word by the time that I did. That'd be the best time to take a look at the Flaagrah fight, probably, because I did some pro strats there. Fine, I'll come out of Warp Ball. I mean, there wasn't really any discourse. It just looks bad. I like most of the fusion suits, but the Varia suit is not a great one. Ooh. Does it do anything? It does if you have the spider ball. Okay, well, because I still can't do anything here. So we've wasted our time. Alright, well, off to Magmoor Caverns with the theme of Hot Place. Okay, so fastest way, we just gotta go around. Area suit, aka the suit that means Samus can't look left or right. Oh, right, the shoulder pads. Just gotta turn her whole body. Am I going the right way? Yes. Alright, so I've already got 3 energy tanks. And what's my missile count at? 40? That's pretty good. Making pretty good progress on that front, I think. In fact, it says I've acquired 15% of all items. And 31% of scan logbook entries? That sounds high. We are not 31% through the game. Alright, off to Magmoor Caverns we go. There are not as many log arches in Magmoor relative to Ruins, that's true. But there's still 3 other major areas. All right. This is good, Okay, this is good music. All right. So, it's time for a break. So, we'll be back after not very long. And then we'll head into Magmoor Caverns. So, everyone, I will see you shortly. We're back at it. Alright, so. Into Hot Place we go. Where they play Theme of Hot Place. The only song for a Hot Place in the entire franchise. Did you know that? They don't have another. I like this lead-in version, though, that was just playing there. Oh my god, come on. Except for the Metroid 1 Norfair music, maybe. Was there scan stuff in here? No. All right. This is Grisby, subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. Which means it will ignore us. Until it explodes. And it can ignore us no longer. Associate that version of Norfair for Zero Mission's theme of the Hot Place. Since the super lower Norfair was nowhere in Zero Mission. That's true. I, like, respect that fact, though. Like, Zero Mission let a Super Metroid song just, like, be a Super Metroid song. And that was fine. Oh, I didn't scan that thing. Rip. I'm sure there will be more. Grisby sounds like the name of a town in England with a soccer riot problem. More or less. Alright, Puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metavibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. And this is the Magmoor, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. And this one is dead. I made its head explode. This is not going how I had hoped it would. I believe Magmoors are exclusive to Pokemon Red. That does make sense, and this is like the third version that we're playing, the one that combines the two. This the updated re-release, as you know. Okay, those explode faster than I remember. I think I remember this room having an artifact. I'm not sure. These guys. Triclops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Okay, later we'll be able to just, like, double jump and get up there. I remember this song. Yeah, Alex, theme of Hot Place. I do agree overall that this is a fantastic remix of this song. Alright, sorry, indigenous creature of this land. Celebrities in chat. Now, Alex, this is the secret. Everyone that watches this stream is just people that I personally know. And Dr. Dead. What's that? Ah, that's the yellow energy, okay. But see, that's the secret. We can't tell John and Neil. Well, it's difficult to grow your audience size when like 95% of people that watch you are still just your personal friends. Filling the role for Okami that I filled for P5R. I am sad that, like, I can't watch any of your streams right now because it's all games that I want to play and haven't. Like, it's just kind of reminding me that, hey, I need to get my ass in gear on some games right now, too. You know who else is in chat right now? The famed editor of the Connectivity podcast at NWR, Alex DeFreitas. And also, he also plays Wario in the famous Wario Always Wins. This is critical path. That means the other door had a power-up, probably. Hey, Twitch Plays Pokemon was like one of the most important moments of online culture to me. Can I even get up there? Am I just doing something for no reason? Oh, it's not about getting up there. It's about getting down there. The question is, where exactly? Something down here, I think? Yes. Twitch Plays Pokemon, by the way, is still going. It has a substantially smaller view count than it did in its heyday. But, like, they never stopped. And I believe the guy running it said that he intends to continue doing it as long as it has any viewers. Like, one of these days, we should just, like... Well, when I say it's heyday, I mean, like, for a while, it still had a couple thousand viewers pretty consistently. And now it's got, like, a couple hundred on a good day. Which plays Legends Arceus? I think tomorrow. I think they are legitimately starting it right away. Like, if you go to twitch.tv/SwitchPlaysPokemon tomorrow, I am pretty sure you will see Legends Arceus. Like, let's all, instead of watching Joe's stream tomorrow, instead watch that stream of the same game that Joe is streaming. He doesn't watch my streams, so he'll never know I said that. Well, nowadays they have like 3 active people at any given time. So a lot of times it's really just one person playing Pokemon. Very slowly. Come on. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if just like after stream sometime we all just headed over there. What if we had a race? Both streams over and did a race between Twitch Plays and Joe. I like your thinking. Oh man, these things are hitting me harder than I had anticipated. This is known as the loading screen room. We're gonna be stuck in this room, wait, for a while sometimes. Magmoor Caverns probably I've described it as a glorified loading screen, which is kind of one of its greater weaknesses, is that there's really not a lot in it. It just kind of exists to be a place between Chozo Ruins and Findron the Drifts. Can't do that. We just put out the Twitch Plays footage and we wouldn't even notice. I think there's like one artifact in Magmoor to give it some purpose, and otherwise there's really nothing here. Oh my god. There we go. There's a missile. Love how the Triclops is just like, fuck you. The lava graphics are impressive. That's a good looking texture. Oh, this doesn't have a rail. I gotta take that one slow. There we go. Gotta take this to get over there, okay. You don't have the grapple beam. And scrap that Apex Sheegoth design and... Oh my god. I didn't know about the Apex Sheegoth. And I didn't know Thardis was supposed to be for this area. That makes a lot of sense. Thardis does kind of fit in here more than it does in Phendrana Drifts. Alright, where's this going to take us? To Tallon Overworld West. We could probably get a couple power-ups in Tallon Overworld. Anything interesting around? No, nothing. Oh, right here. Oh, I say right here, but like, have I been in here? Yeah, whatever. You guys are old news. I bought the boss version of you like a million hours ago. You're not scary anymore. Have I? No, I haven't been in this room yet because the poison flower was outside it. Okay. Now I understand why I do not remember being here, but the map connects to here. And I don't think I can do anything here right now without the grapple, but there may be like 1 or 2 power-ups we can get. So let's try. Scrap design of this 4-armed ice monster that looks reminiscent of the Sheegoth and was thought to be a cousin of them, but it was scrapped. Much like how they tried to also get Kraid. Yeah, Metacraid. Metacraid could have been cool, but at the same time, it's like, I'm glad that the game like didn't get totally engulfed by Super Metroid's shadow. Like, Meta Ridley is cool. It's awesome that they got Meta Ridley in. But I think a Meta Kraid would have been a little too much. Alright. So we can get into the Artifact Temple now. I'm just noticing that MIDI trumpet in this theme for the first time. I'd never noticed that before. Super Metroid again, but in 3D. Yeah, I think it's good that they didn't go too hard on that. New Chozo lore. The containment of the Great Poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty. Even as we suffer with the land and its creatures, we will pour our will into the 12. The artifacts that, when brought together, form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it, to preserve the power of the seal, and to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs. We will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. So naturally, our goal is to open that lock and release the evil within. Alright, this is a Chozo artifact. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. This is the Artifact of Truth, the first of 12. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. Yeah, it's sad that Dragon never came back. A sun chamber high atop our ruined home became the nest of a great beast and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place, release their bond to the world to claim the artifact of Wild. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of World. The heat of Magmoor was a test for many warriors. A shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. In one of Tallon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. Well, it sure is nice that they managed to hide that artifact in a tower built by invaders. A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of Spirit. There is a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the artifact of Life Giver. Is that all of them? Or is there on the other sides of these? Okay. I don't think that's clues for all of them, is it? Yeah, that's not clues for all of them. Unfortunate. Alright, so I'm pretty sure you can't get any right now. I guess there might be one in the Sun Chamber? But I doubt we can get to it at the moment. Pretty sure you need, you need late game equipment to be able to get most of those. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see a light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. It would have been cool if you were allowed to collect more of them throughout the game, because there's no way to get like 90% of them until right before the final boss. Yeah, it's the greatest flaw of the game, I would say. It just kind of sucks that you can't get most of them for such a long time. Prime 3 does mitigate it a bit, but not as much as it needed to, I would say. Okay. I want to get like at least one power up. This isn't a new area, is it? Nope. I mean, it's one that I haven't been to, but it's not new. Not newly accessible. Only 5 are mandatory, but you don't know which... Like, you can waste them, and there's no way to know which way is the correct way until you've already committed. Alright, flying pirates. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signatures on the jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks can be even more so. If the pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. This is the frigate crash site. There's the Frigate Orpheon. And our first look. This crate appears to be the same type of container found on the Space Pirate Research Frigate. The material seeping out from the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Analysis indicates that this may be the Phazon compound the Space Pirates were using in their biological experiments. The first look at Phazon right here. I don't think there's anything I can do here, though. Which is unfortunate. I was really hoping to get a power-up before Phendrana drifts, but there's not really anywhere to get a power-up, so... If they fly now. It's close enough that it's a clear reference, even if it's not actually the same song. And that's neat. That is a neat detail in itself. Okay. Wait, did I just accidentally go to Chozo Ruins? I just accidentally went to Chozo Ruins. Well... That's unfortunate. Oh my god, I put the Wii remote down for a second. There we go. You can tell what it's saying by invoking that leitmotif. Like how Lower Norfair is now the shorthand for hot place. God damn it. I've gotten my Wii remote like all tangled up somehow. Need a bit of elevation in order to get back to Magmoor. Which is ironic, because it's underground. Okay. I think, are we back? I don't know what the hell that was about. I didn't lose internet. Huh. Uh, I don't know. It looks like... I don't know if anyone can hear me. It looks like things are not working correctly. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I think it might be best to call it there for the night then. Because I don't know what's going on. My internet appears to be working. I can connect to Twitch on my laptop and watch other streams, but I don't know. So, so, looks stable. The question is how stable, as in, when are you gonna get this message? How far behind is the stream? Because I'm refreshing it, and upon refresh, it is super behind. And it still says that my bitrate is super, super low. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it, I guess. Here's the schedule for what's coming up. For those of you that can see it. I think I gotta call it here. No idea what's going on. The stream is super behind. You can tell from when messages appear on screen. So, yeah, for anyone that can see it, there's the schedule. Joe's gonna be playing Legends Arceus tomorrow. And then Danganronpa V3 is coming up on Sunday. So, I apologize for whatever the hell is going on. My internet is working and seems to be fine. I can connect to Twitch, but OBS is just... it's dropping left and right. So, I don't know what to do about that. So, yeah, we'll be back at it next week. We got the first visit to Chozo Ruins done, so I think that's a pretty good progress. So everyone, thank you so much for coming by. It's a little bit of a lame place to end it, but hopefully we all had a good time. So I will see you on Sunday for Danganronpa, Tuesday for Kingdom Hearts, and back on Thursday for more Metroid Prime. So thank you for coming, everyone. Have a wonderful night.